Hey everybody, welcome to ameriCON. This is a program created by me, Nick, and my co-producer, Jeremy. And basically what we're doing here is discussing an American truth and an American cover-up. And it actually goes further than the United States. It's worldwide. And we're going to be talking from the beginnings, which is what we're going to be discussing today, all the way to the end, and how it affects each and every one of us in our daily lives. And anyways, yeah, we're going to say hello to Jeremy Newman here, which is he's going to be discussing our first topic, which is based around Genesis 6:4 and the Nephilim. And he's going to start off reading the verse. And this is a Christian-based program, by the way. And everything that we talk about today and in the future is all facts. There's no theories, no conspiracy theories or anything like that. This is all facts that is backed up by truth and logic. And once again, here's Jeremy.
Genesis 6:4 states, and I'm reading out of the New King James, "There were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterward." Notice afterward. "When the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them, those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. Then the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart." Now notice, thoughts of his heart, intention, we'll get to that later, "was only evil continually. And the Lord was sorry that he had made man on the earth, and he was grieved in his heart. So the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, creeping thing and birds of the air, for I am sorry that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord." This is the genealogy of Noah. Noah was a just man, perfect in his generation. Noah walked with God. And what I'm going to say is that since this race called the Anunnaki, which goes in the Bible it calls the sons of God, they came down and they made it with the daughters of men, and they produced this race called the Nephilim. Now you can research the ancient Samaria text, and they also talk about this race called the Nephilim, that they came from the Anunnaki, that these ships came down from outer space, basically the first heaven, and they created this race. Whether they created this race through, DNA technology or however they created this race, but they were evil. Now, knowing the Bible and I'm being a spiritual man, there's really two kingdoms. There's God's kingdom, and then there's like the kingdom of the devil, which is his kingdom's on this earth. And he's, since the beginning, since the fall of man, since the sin entered the garden, since sin entered man's heart, and we fell spiritually, and basically meaning dimensionally, because we're interdimensional beings, thus the pineal gland. You can look that up and research it yourself. But the Nephilim, where did they go? I mean, he flooded the earth, and he killed everything on the earth, the Bible says. Everything that creepeth on the earth, he killed. So, and the Bible also says, though, they were here afterwards. Where did they go? How did they leave? That tells me that there was a technology that gave them, that they had, that they left this earth. Where did they go? Now you might have heard rumors about a base on Mars or life on Mars or anything like that, or even our moon. But in the ancient Sumerian text, on their clay tablets, it was written 4,500 years ago, or around there, talks about the Anunnaki came down from a planet called Nibiru. And Nibiru's satellite, a.k.a. moon, crashed into a planet called Tiamat, and they also talk about there's 12 planets, and Nibiru was the 12th planet. And Tiamat now is our asteroid belt because of the satellite hit it. I also wanted to state that if the Nephilim caused evil on the earth, then we got to stand back today and look and say, what is going on? What are these? Why are these things happening? What is God's plan for our lives and for this world? In Revelations, if it talks about in the Antichrist coming down and the 7-year tribulation, which I believe is pretty close, because Jesus stated that he shall come again, meaning the rapture, the first rapture, shall happen before the generation that Israel becomes a state, which was 1948, shall pass away. Meaning that we are in the end days. And I also stated that it will be in the end days as if it was before Noah, meaning that the Nephilim are here, and we might call them aliens, or people might know them as aliens, but they're not aliens, they're Nephilim or Anunnaki, right? So where are we going with this?